Welcome to another episode focused on the wonders of our natural world. Today, we're diving into the urgent topic of endangered animals and the incredible efforts being made to conserve wildlife. From the lush forests to the depths of the ocean, our planet is home to a staggering array of beings, many of which are threatened with extinction. In this episode, we will explore what it means for a species to be endangered, learn about specific animals in danger, and find out ways we can all contribute to their preservation. So, let's embark on this important journey into wildlife conservation. When we talk about endangered species, we are referring to animals and plants that are at a very high risk of extinction. These species have populations that are dwindling due to various factors, and in some cases, they may not survive without intervention. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, maintains a red list that classifies species by their risk of extinction, ranging from least concern to critically endangered and even extinct. One of the crucial elements of this classification is understanding the different levels of threat. For instance, a species categorized as endangered faces imminent risks, whereas a threatened species is currently at risk but not yet at the brink of extinction. The urgency to protect these species is clear. The giant panda, for example, has become a worldwide symbol of wildlife conservation. Once labeled as endangered, the giant panda's population has improved to about 1,800 individuals living in the wild, thanks to robust conservation schemes. Still, these unique bears are a reminder of the delicate balance in nature. They primarily feed on bamboo, representing a fascinating evolutionary adaptation, having developed a modified wrist bone that functions like a thumb, allowing them to grasp bamboo stalks. This adaptation is a prime example of how closely wildlife is intertwined with their habitats. Imagine losing this remarkable creature due to habitat destruction or climate change. The giant panda is fortunate in that it didn't go extinct, but other animals are not so lucky. Take the vaquita, for instance. This small porpoise inhabits the Gulf of California in Mexico and is the most endangered marine mammal in the world, with fewer than 20 individuals remaining. Their drastic decline results largely from bycatch in illegal gill nets, set up for catching a fish called totoaba, whose swim bladder is sought after in traditional Chinese medicine. The plight of the vaquita vernacularly serves as a rallying cry for conservationists around the globe. Think about that. A species teetering so close to extinction simply due to unintended consequences of fishing practices. Now, let's shift gears to the land. The Amur leopard, residing in the cold forests of Russia and northeastern China, is another critically endangered species, with fewer than 100 individuals left in the wild. Adaptations such as thick fur for warmth and an ability to run fast, up to 37 miles per hour, help them thrive in their snowy habitats. However, their number is rapidly diminishing due to poaching and habitat loss. This highlights the intrinsic link between a species' adaptation and the survival threats they face. Let's not forget the northern white rhino, which is sadly functionally extinct. With only 2 females remaining, the last male died in 2018. The striking decline of their population can be attributed directly to poaching driven by the illegal trade of their horns. These situations are reminders that humanity's actions have grave consequences for these incredible animals. On the brighter side, conservation efforts can lead to miraculous recoveries, such as observed in the mountain gorilla population. Once critically endangered, the number of mountain gorillas has increased from around 680 in 2008 to over 1,000 today, thanks to dedicated initiatives. Found mainly in the Virunga Mountains, these magnificent creatures are closely studied by conservationists like Dian Fossey, who devoted her life to advocating for their protection. The increase of mountain gorillas illustrates that change is achievable when there is concerted effort, but it also raises awareness of human intervention's pivotal role. Habitat destruction remains the single biggest threat to biodiversity, driven largely by human expansion into natural areas. This includes deforestation for agriculture, draining wetlands, and urbanization. However, threats also come from climate change, where rising temperatures adversely affect ecosystems, as well as pollutants and invasive species. These issues collectively endanger countless species globally. Awareness is crucial. Each of us can contribute to wildlife conservation in various ways. Reducing our carbon footprints, cutting down on waste, especially plastic, and avoiding products made from endangered species are practical steps we can take. Additionally, supporting conservation organizations and educating others about these issues amplifies the impact we can have collectively. Laws also play a significant role in protecting endangered species. The Endangered Species Act was enacted in 1973 and has served as a cornerstone in wildlife protection strategies in the United States. Thanks to this law, species like the bald eagle, the peregrine falcon, and the gray wolf have seen remarkable recoveries. Without this legislative backbone, many species at risk today might not stand a chance facing extinction. In today's episode, we explored the vital topic of endangered animals and the conservation efforts taking place to protect them. We delved into the meaning of endangerment, looked at several unique species facing extinction, and examined the threats they encounter, from habitat destruction to poaching. We also learned about the powerful impact of conservation success stories, like the giant panda and mountain gorilla, showcasing that it is possible to make a difference. Lastly, we discussed how each of us can contribute to protecting wildlife through conscious actions and supporting laws such as the Endangered Species Act. Every small effort counts. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening exploration of endangered animals and conservation efforts. Together, we can help raise awareness about these critical issues and inspire action to protect our planet's biodiversity. Remember, wildlife conservation starts with each one of us. Explore further, take thoughtful action, and continue to learn about the incredible species we share our world with. Until next time, keep advocating for our natural world.